recording. And I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Lindsay Gaines. I've been coaching now for almost 6 years, which is beyond belief if you knew me before Beachbody, because I was the girl that started and stopped and started and stopped and quit things all the time. I was so nervous about letting people know that I was going to do this because I didn't want them to know when I stopped doing it. But here I am 6 years later and I'm still doing it. And it still satisfies me and fulfills my life in so many ways. So I am super duper excited to be sharing it with you tonight. And I can't wait for you to just hear what this opportunity means to us. So the way tonight's going to work is we have lots of things to share. This is just such an incredible opportunity, but I'm not going to be the only person talking because we all have different experiences and we've all been doing this for different amounts of time. And so tonight is about us sharing from different perspectives what coaching is and how it's benefited our families and our lives. So we're going to start off. I'm going to introduce Skylar. Skylar, she can let you know how long she's been coaching because I don't remember. I feel like I've known her forever. 3 years. Okay. I feel like I've known Skylar forever because she's such an incredible friend to me. And I would have never even met her if not for this opportunity. She lives in Texas and I live in North Carolina. And now I talk to her every day. It's just so amazing, the people that this has brought into my life. So she's going to talk a little bit about why becoming a Beachbody coach was such a good choice for her and how it has impacted her family on more than just a financial level, but on an even stronger level, really. So Skylar, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Am I unmuted? Good?
Yep.
All right. So like she said, I'm Skylar. I've been coaching for 3 years. And when I first started coaching, when I first joined Beachbody, I had no desire, no plans on coaching. I was a full-time teacher. I had just gotten married. I moved back to my hometown here in Austin, Texas. And I reached out to my upline, Christy, and she looked so happy and she was healthy, and I knew I needed to get healthy. And so I reached out to her to try the workouts and the shakes, and we met and kind of chatted about it. And she's like, just do it. Just do the discount coaching route. You can get the discount. You don't have to coach, but you get your products 25% off. And so that's all I started as. And I fell in love with all the products. And I remember being with my friends. We had a girls' night. And I remember being like, y'all, these shakes, I loved them. I had severe headaches from having meningitis in high school, and nothing worked. I was on all kinds of medication. And so for the first time in 4 years, I was almost completely headache free. And that as soon as I sat down and started talking to my friends about it and telling them how much I loved it, I remember sending Christy a text and I was like, so I think I want to talk to you about coaching. And when I started, I didn't know what I was doing, but the whole team kind of just led me through it. And now it's just a huge part of my life. And like Lindsay said, it helps my family financially for sure. I stay home with my daughter now, and I do this as a part-time thing, just extra income for our family. But coaching is so much more than that. The people you meet, the community, that's what has had the biggest impact on me. For example, my husband and I, every year we sit down at the beginning of the year and we talk about changes we've seen in each other in the past year, positive changes and things we need to work on. And the biggest change that he has had for me this year, he was like, you really, with your whole Beachbody thing, you really gained so much more confidence. And he's like, you believe in yourself for the first time. And we've been together for 10 years, a long time. And he's like, you believe in yourself, and you always talk about these coaches who push you and help you. And he's like, you've never had a community like that to make you strong and confident. So that's my biggest impact, without a doubt, is these women will push you and make you a better person every day and be there for you. Another huge impact that it's had is for my daughter now, doing this business, I meet other moms through social media, and my daughter has friends that she would have never had I not met these women and shared my story and heard them talk and, make that relationship with them. I'm friends with people I never would have known had I not gone on social media and shared my experience. And it's totally not like, when you listen to us tonight, this is not like a salesy business at all. It's all about making connections and building relationships with people. And I've learned to do that through this. Like, I used to be shy. I mean, still am shy, but I'm more willing to step out of my comfort zone now and meet new people. But those are like the biggest impacts, besides the financial part and just meeting all these people and believing in myself for the first time. This business will literally change your life. Like, that sounds cheesy, but ask any of us and we will tell you. It will make you happier and healthier, I promise. So that's the big impacts for me.
Yeah, like I don't even recognize the person I was before. Like, don't even recognize her at all. I would also add to that being a coach makes me hold myself more accountable to my personal fitness and nutrition. Like, so many times in the past, I would give up or I would quit. I would stop doing something. And it was because I felt like I don't know, I just felt like I was just letting myself down. And for some reason, it's easy for us to let ourselves down, but it's like forbidden to let other people down. And now that I'm a coach, I feel like if I was to stop doing what I know makes me feel good and what I know I should be doing, there's a lot more people like expecting me to show up and counting on me to show up than just me. So that accountability really helps me to stay on track too. The next person who's going to be speaking is Christy, and Christy is actually Skylar's coach. So when you sign up with us, you'll find out like how this all works. But Christy is Skylar's sponsor. So she's been coaching for like, I think 4 years. 4 years. And she's going to be sharing a little bit about what coaching looks like and what we actually do as far as the business is concerned.
Hey guys, so thankful that you're here today. Thanks for letting us kind of chat with you guys a little bit. So my name's Christy and I've been coaching for about 4 years. And just like Skylar, I did not sign up to be a coach. I am a full-time intervention specialist. I work with struggling readers and mathematicians in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And I love my job. I have zero intentions on like turning coaching into a full-time job so I could leave my job because I love my job so much. But the potential is there if it was something that I wanted to do. I signed up just because I signed up with the shakes. Shakeology just kind of, I loved it. I actually started drinking it with the full intention that I was going to return it for the money back guarantee just to try it. And I fell in love with it. And I was like, crap, I didn't want to really like these shakes and how they made me feel, but I love them and I have to keep drinking them. And so I signed up for the discount. I actually refused to sign up with any workout program because I don't like to work out. Shocker, you don't have to be a coach and like to work out. I don't like to work out, so I signed up with, I didn't buy a package. I just signed up as a coach to get the 25% off. And long story short, I ended up starting to work out and I loved it, loved the way I felt. And the way that I always kind of tell people is if you find a new shampoo that you absolutely love, or a new headband that holds back your crazy, messy mom hair, you want to tell everybody about it, right? So that's what this business is all about. Like, we have products that make us feel good, maybe possibly feel good or confident for the first time in our entire lives. We want to shout it out from the rooftops and have everybody feel the way that we feel. So I'm going to talk about 4 things that coaches do on a regular basis, what we do every single day. And the first thing I kind of talked about is be product of the product. I don't like to work out, but I know that I have to because that's a part of being on a health and fitness journey, but also because I need to be proof that our fitness products work. But as a coach, you can't just do the fitness products because we also have the nutritional products as well. And when you put those together, that's when you have the greatest success and the best results, because 80% of your results come from nutrition. And so that's why we always encourage our clients or our coaches to sign up with the ultimate package, a challenge pack, because it gives you nutrition and it gives you fitness. And so we work out, we follow our fitness calendar every single day. We've got rest days included as well. We drink our superfood shake. We practice good nutrition. We're not perfect, y'all. We're all about balance. That's the beauty of these nutrition programs. It's for busy moms, busy people who want to live a healthy life, but who don't want to really give up their favorites. You know, we kind of just learn hacks to eat what we like to eat, but in a healthier twist. We shower ourselves with self-care. We read personal development. Oh, sorry, that's number 2. I'm backtrack. Self-care, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. One thing that Rachel Hollis says is that if you stand up tall like a vase and you just keep pouring into your vase, eventually it's going to overflow into every area of your life. But if you are a pitcher and you just start pouring out of the pitcher, eventually it's going to be empty, it's going to fall over, it's going to break. And so that's why it's so important for you to take care of yourself as a mom, as a wife, as a business owner, as a whatever hat you wear. As a woman, we wear a ton of them. So practicing self-care and taking care of yourself first is not selfish, it's necessary, because we cannot pour from an empty cup. Number 2 that we do personal development. Everything rises and falls on belief. And if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can, you're capable or you're worthy or you're enough, then you're not going to find success in any area of your life, right? So we read personal development or we listen to personal development. I will be completely honest, I don't read a whole lot of personal development because reading books puts me to sleep at this point, because I am a busy mom to an almost 5-year-old and I work full time. So I do a lot of listening to podcasts. I listen to podcasts while I'm getting dressed. I listen to podcasts while I do my workout. I listen to podcasts in the car on the way to school, from school. Bruce knows my podcast. He's like, oh, is this Miss Keisha? Because I listen to the Empower Her podcast. And so he knows the podcast that I listen to. And so that's just kind of just grooming him to start doing self-care too, and listening to things that really fuel your mind rather than just listening to music all the time. So we do personal development. Again, you know, staying positive is so important to having a successful business and being successful at anything that you're doing, right? So we definitely, number 2, do personal development every single day, even if it's 10 minutes. But like I said, podcasts are free, so you don't have to buy anything. And we have a lot that we like to listen to, so we can share those with you if you want those. Step 3, this is kind of a super important one. We share kind of what Skylar said. We share our story. We share it on social media. Do you have to be on social media all the time? No. Do you have to be connected to your phone all the time? No. It's about being intentional with sharing your story. And we have marketing plans that we give to our coaches so that they kind of know what to post on what days. So we share our story, or we share healthy tips, or we share hacks, or we just share life. We let our presence be known on social media. We connect with other people. We connect with people who are interested in the things that we're sharing, or we connect with people who look like someone who we want to hang out with and be friends with. And then we invite them. We invite them to a virtual accountability boot camp to join us in fitness or nutrition. We invite them to the coaching opportunity. So we share, we connect, and we invite. And then finally, we get results. We get our results from our personal health and fitness journey. And one thing that Lindsay said is so true. I have let myself down personally my whole life. But now that I'm a coach, I don't want to let my coaches down, and I don't want to let my clients down. So am I going to stumble? Absolutely. But I will always get back up. I'll fall 7 times and I will get back up 8 times, because I've got people relying on me, counting on me, and I've got 3 kids who are watching me too. And so that to me is so important, that I follow through with what I say I'm going to do, and I get results for myself, I get results for my coaches, and I get results for my clients, whether it's physically, mentally, financially, anything that they're here for. My job is to help them get those. And I can give them the tools. It's obvious. I can't, okay, did you get it? Did you meet her? Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought. So anyway, that's our job, is to make sure that we get our own results as well as our clients and our coaches' results as well. Did you want me to talk about the 3 options to sign up for coaching too? No? Okay. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Talk about that.
Sorry.
Thank you, Christy. So it is important to know that when you join this business, it is a business. Like it's an incredible opportunity, but it is also a business. Like we take this very seriously, not too seriously. I shouldn't say that, because we have so much fun by doing this. But for a lot of us, this has turned into more than we ever imagined it could be or would be. And we've made that happen by doing the things Christy just talked about. And again, like she said, we don't do any of those things alone. We do everything together. And so you never have to worry that you're like not qualified, or you don't have enough experience, or you're not where you're supposed to be physically or mentally or emotionally in order to jump on board and just dive right in, because all of us felt that way when we jumped in. Like none of us felt like we knew what we were doing, but we knew we were doing it together. And I just need to point out, I mentioned earlier that this being a coach kind of helps us to stay accountable to our own fitness journey. If y'all would just pay attention, Lindsay Wyvie right now is doing her workout. She's a member of our team, and she wanted to come on this call and support you and support us. And here she is doing her workout. So that right there is the level of accountability that I'm talking about. So shout out to her. All right, our next speaker is going to be Sarah. Sarah is one of my very best friends from college, and we reconnected through this business, which has been so amazing. We've taken our families camping together. We've gone on trips to California together. We've been able to completely reconnect, and she's going to share a little bit about how we actually build a business through Beachbody.
Good. Okay. Hey, everybody. So like Lindsay said, my name is Sarah. So there are different ways to go about building a business, and it's really not that complicated. Probably the simplest and quickest way to build your business is simply we call them challengers, to be a challenger. So simply to find a program that you connect with and get your own results. Whenever people see you doing all the things that Chrissy just talked about, whenever they see the results that you're getting with the programs, they see you being consistent with your nutrition, even if you're not 100%, you're sharing your journey, they're seeing these positive changes in you that Chrissy was just talking about, they're going to wonder what you're doing. So a lot of this generates curiosity among people who are watching you. And that could be family and friends, that could be coworkers. And that's kind of where I started. And Beachbody gives you all of the trainings that you would ever need to learn how to build a business, expand your market. I never knew about any of these things, had absolutely no business background. And I think that holds true for most of us here. No clue what a cold market was or what a warm market was. But to put it very simply, the people that you feel the most comfortable talking to is a great place to start. So your best friend, your best friend is watching you work out. They're watching you struggle to push play, to, push through that workout, and then they're seeing you do it. And who better to inspire than the people that you love? And it's kind of like a ripple effect. It's just this beautiful, like wildfire that can just take over. And it's crazy how, I think when I first started, I did like a challenge at work, and it was around the holidays, I want to say, it was right before summer, and I work in an ER, and all of these nurses were just really wanting to lose weight. And they asked me what I was doing because I had come back from maternity leave and had lost all my baby weight. And so I just simply shared it with them. And they all just wanted to know, how can we do that? So the awesome part was I was able to connect them with Beachbody, something that they would have gone and sought out on their own and not been connected with a coach that cared about them, that saw them face to face every day, that knew them personally and could help guide them on their journey. And then you have loyal customers for life. So that's the simplest, I would say, the foundational way to grow your business is just being there for people, being accountable and having them hold you accountable. And then that generates just the loyalty of, Shakeology speaks for itself. So all of these things really speak for themselves. Where people get to see them put into action is your own results. But even if, let's say, somebody is interested in a program you've never tried, or maybe 2B Mindset, which is, there are a few different nutritional programs, you can still help guide them. And the awesome part is somebody on the team has done it. So even if you have not done it, someone can help you guide these people through those things. So another way that you can spread the word about these sort of things and share these resources is when I first started, I just had a little fitness center in my apartment complex, and I would invite neighbors, or I would see people in the gym working out and just struggling. And I would say, do you want to work out with me? They'd be watching my videos and say, what is that you're watching? Like, really curious. And I would invite them to work out with me. I would tell them about it. I would tell them about the free trial. I'd give them my information if they wanted any more info. And that's the really awesome part, is as a coach, you don't need to have any formal training, like as a certified personal trainer. You don't need to have any certifications. You can just invite somebody to join you in a workout, and there's a personal trainer right there to lead you both or all through it. So there's just so much support in this business to help you. And along those lines, back to the trainings. So Beachbody provides extensive trainings, and not only trainings that are in your online office, but constantly there are very successful coaches who have been doing this for a long time, who will put out informational videos and share the things that they're doing. Because I will venture to guess that most of you who are not coaches don't know anything about Facebook algorithms or Instagram I guess I'm not good at Instagram, but basically how to have your posts be visible on social media platforms, and all of these little tricks that you can do to get more viewers, to find more people who are like you, hashtags, that sort of thing. Stuff, I thought hashtags were like just funny descriptions about your picture. They're really to help you connect with people who are like you, which is really awesome. So there's so many trainings, there's so much information that you can just kind of sift through. People in the team can share different support trainings, books, things like that. And then another way that some people on the team, I think, have been exposed to more people is you can do things like you can get really creative. So however you can be exposed to people, whether it's face to face. I mean, maybe you're in a mom's group. Maybe you, what's another, like MOPS. Maybe you're in something like that, where you are connected to other people who are in similar phases of their lives, and you can kind of relate to something that they might be struggling with that Beachbody has provided a solution to you for. And so whether in person, or another way I wanted to mention was blogs. So we have several people on the team who have at some point done blogging or are very consistent with it. And they're able to share things like their recipes from like the Fixate cookbook or a new workout program. And then they have all of these loyal blog readers that are seeing what they're doing, following. And there's just so many ways to build your business, but it really is easy to do it simply. And I know it sounds overwhelming, but it's really like just the very genuine part of it is just talking to people. And Here's a really important thing. So you can build your business. You don't have to do any face-to-face, because there are quite a few people on our team who are extremely introverted. And so they don't feel comfortable talking face-to-face to people. I kind of fluctuate. I have my moments, but there are days where I avoid people face-to-face. When I go to the gym, I find a little corner and I plug in my bot, and I just hope I don't see anyone I know. But I can go home and just kind of reset, and then I can go send out a few messages, reply to people, and that's working my business. And I don't have to expend all that emotional energy of trying to make sure my face isn't relaying how much stress I'm feeling that day, etc. So you can do it all from, your laptop, your phone, if you are not a face-to-face person. And that's one of the awesome things, is the flexibility of this. So that's all that I have for that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's so nice to know. Like, there's no right or wrong way. This is your business. So we will help and guide. And there, like she said, there's tons of trainings, but there's no, you're not set in stone. You don't have to do it a certain way, because you're you. And this is your business. So you kind of get to decide how you're going to run with it. The other cool thing is, we're talking about connecting with people and talking to people and inviting people. And what that means is, we're building our business is touching lives and changing lives. And if you think about it, just think of look who's on this call right now. When my life was changed, that impacted every single person in my life. And so when we're building our business, we are impacting and touching so many lives. And that's such a work of heart for so many of us. So I wanted to talk a little bit about income, and I'm going to just go ahead and say, talking about money makes me it makes me nauseous. But I think it's a big question for a lot of people that are interested in working the business. And so I want to preface this by saying that Beachbody does not promise or, guarantee that there's any level of success financially or otherwise. It all depends on how you work your business and what you put in. Obviously, just like with any other business, if you're trying to get a promotion, then you have to do the work to get the promotion. And same goes in our business. So I'm just going to preface what I'm talking about by saying that. But I've been coaching for close to 6 years. And in those 6 years, I have seen a steady increase in my income every year. And I'm going to also share, I'm a single mom of 2. I'm a full-time teacher, and I'm able to make time for this business because, again, it's mine and I get to decide how I'm going to run it. So I think that's really important to know. It's also really important to know you don't have to quit your job or stay home and work this full-time in order to make a full-time income. I make a full-time income coaching, and I work right now about 5 to 7 hours a week on my business. So let me just start by saying, when I made my initial investment in my business, it was $140. So when I signed up to become a coach, I purchased a challenge pack. And Tara's going to talk a little bit about these different ways that you can actually start coaching when I'm done. But my initial investment in my business was $140. So within 2 weeks of coaching, I made my investment back. Now, most businesses, when you start, if you know anything about entrepreneurship or you have any friends that have started a restaurant or anything like that, most businesses don't see an income or a return on their investment for 3 to 5 years after they've started. So that's a huge plus in our book, because we don't have this large investment in the beginning, but we do have very quick turnaround with making that investment back if we work the business. Now, I bring in, again, talking about money makes me so uncomfortable if you can't tell, but now I bring in close to $3,000, $4,000 a month. At one point I was making even more than that. So it really depends on, again, what you put in and what you're going to get out. But the way we make income, the way we make money from this business is we do make commissions. So that 25% discount that we get, that's actually also the commission that we get. So every time we make a sale, we make 25% of that sale. That goes into our paycheck. We also, the company rewards us in so many ways, monetarily and otherwise. So monetarily, we get bonuses for helping our new coaches succeed. We get bonuses for hitting certain volume milestones and things like that. And then we also earn free trips. We earn swag. We earn, the earnings are endless. And there's this thing called residual income where you end up almost, it's not free money because you've put in the effort and worked for it, but you're making income off of things that you've already done. You're not having to sell something every single day in order to make money. Because I think that's the part that makes it feel icky when you're starting a business like this. You feel like you're just going to start blaspheming Beachbody all over your Facebook page and trying to sell people every little thing. And that's not how it works. So I wanted to share that. But I also really want you to take away that the potential for income is really, really great. If you're willing to share your story and put your journey out there and be vulnerable with it and public with it, then you are very capable of making some money with this business. And as much as this is a heart thing for me, being a single mom of two, the money is a very nice side effect of that heart work that I'm doing on a daily basis. So now I'm going to give it away to Tara. Tara's another person who has become a dear friend of mine who I would not know if not for this business. Our paths would have never crossed. And again, I can't imagine not having her in my life now because she's just been a major part for a long time. Like I don't remember her not being here. We have FaceTime dates and like she's come down and visited me and my kids and it's just so special, the friendships that we've established. So Tara's going to tell you a little bit about what your different options are for starting to coach and what that looks like for you.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, so I am going to kind of chat with you all briefly. Thank you again for everyone that took time out of their evening to come on here. I know we're all busy and it's Monday and probably have a lot going on, so thank you. So I won't take up too much of your time, but I just kind of want to go through some of the options. And the first option was actually what I started out as, which is a discount coach. And this is someone that just loves the products and wants that 25% discount. And that was me when I first started. I really just wanted the 25% off from Shakeology. And I was loving it. And I was loving how I was feeling, the energy, how it was helping with just my overall mood and emotions. And so that's how I started, but I quickly realized that other people were also interested in what I was doing. So that kind of made me share the business more. I was doing the 21-day fix at the time, and I had lost 8 pounds doing that program. So I think another important thing to remember is if you choose to start out as a discount coach, that doesn't mean that you always have to stay there. Another option is to do a hobby coach. So maybe you just want to sell here and there, share your story here and there. Maybe you have some friends or family that are interested in the workouts. And so you don't want to maybe invest a whole lot of time, or maybe you don't want to leave your current job and maybe you just want to do it as a hobby. And that's totally fine. And then the last option is our business builder coach. And this is someone that really wants to make this into a business. And, you know, we have coaches on our team. Skylar had mentioned that you heard from her earlier that she has now left her full-time teaching job and she's doing coaching. So, you know, if you want to make this into a real business, the opportunity is there. And so it's really up to you. And I think the other important thing to remember is you don't have to stay in that place all the time. So if you are, start out as a business builder, but maybe things happen, things come up in your life, and you just want to kind of step back or scale back a little bit, that's okay too. And I think the important thing to remember is this business is your business, and you can operate the business the way you want and the way you feel comfortable with. And no one is going to push you to a limit where you don't want to go or where you don't feel comfortable. I think one great thing about our team is that we're so supportive, and whatever your goals, whatever your dreams are, if you want to pay off $100,000 in your student loan debt, we're going to be there to support you to get you there. If you want to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom with your family, your kids, we're going to be there to support you. If you just want your discount on your Shakeology and you want that paid for every month, then we're going to be there to support you. So it kind of boils down to talking to your coach, whoever invited you onto this call, and trying to figure out, what would be the best option for you. Price wise, I mean, they're all the same. If you want to sign up to be a coach, it's $39. However, I feel like the best benefit is to buy a challenge pack, because then that $39 fee is waived. So if you pick a workout program and you bundle that with Shakeology or something in our performance line, then that $39 fee is waived, which I think is a deal. So, and if you really want to do this as the business, this is the way to go, because we had talked about before, Christy had talked about being the product of the product. So this is a great start to purchase a workout program and Shakeology and start sharing your journey. I know Sarah talked about some of our trainings in our back office, but I also wanted to mention, as a team, we offer a lot of different trainings as well. And if you do decide to coach, you're not going to be left alone. We're going to be here to guide you. We have resources right in our office to show you how to track, how to manage, what we call a power hour or a power half hour, and how we work the business. So I think it's important to remember that you're not here alone, that we're going to guide you through this, and whatever option you choose, we're going to be there to support you through that. I'm looking through my notes right here. I think that was about it. As far as the challenge packs, they do range from like 140 to 160. And again, that would kind of get you your Shakeology and your workout program, and that's all you would need to start your business. But if you just wanted to go for the route of just signing up as the coach, maybe you already have Shakeology, maybe you already are doing, the workouts, and you want to start coaching, that would just be a $39 fee to start. And then from then on, it's only required that you pay a business fee, and it's $15.95. So that would really be the only other cost that you would have to pay each month, which I don't know a business that's only costs $15.95 a month. So I think that's all I have for you all. If anyone has questions, of course, feel free to jot them down in the chat or reach out to your coach.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely. Questions anytime. You have one. Yeah, I think it's really cool too when we sign up with the challenge pack that Tara's talking about. Sometimes there's other businesses or companies, and when you sign up with them, you get like I think of LuLaRoe, for example, and I don't really know much about their business plan, but I know when you become a salesperson or a rep with them, you get boxes of clothes shipped to your house. And not all of them are your size or your style, but they all arrive, and that's what you have your product you have to promote, right? with Beachbody, what you get shipped to your house is for you to use. It's not stuff that isn't right for your skin type or isn't right for your body type or isn't like that. That's something that you are going to actually use to better yourself, to start your personal health and fitness journey, as well as start your business. And I think that's really cool to know that I'm not going to have a closet full of product that I can't use, that I've got something I'm actually going to be able to start utilizing the day it comes in. And like Christy just mentioned in the chat box, that $15 that Tara mentioned, that Beachbody does like a lot of the hard work for us. Like they keep up with our client lists, they keep up with our customer addresses, they do all the shipping and handling for us. So that $15.95 is actually like a convenience fee for us, because it gives us the opportunity not to have to deal with those things. Like I know if I had a business where I had to go to the post office on a consistent basis to ship things out, I would fail. I swear there's like a gate that doesn't allow me to enter the post office 6 days out of 7. Like I can never get there for some reason. So if I didn't have that convenience, that service that Beachbody provides, I wouldn't be successful with this business. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We really, really, really appreciate you. And we're super excited to introduce you to the team. And we just, again, want to reiterate, if you have questions or concerns at any point, ask the person who invited you to this call, and we'll be happy to answer anything. So thank you so much. Have a great week.